Now it's time to go over just a few of the most common tech and troubleshooting tips that you'll receive. The first one is you'll have students that say, I can't hear or I'm having trouble hearing. So you want to make sure that they've gone through audio setup, and that is the link for that is right up here to test their audio. That's something they can do at the beginning of class very quickly and easily. All right. You also want to make sure that they have closed down all other apps. If you or your students are having issues with with accessing the classroom, with getting into Haiku, you want to make sure that you've closed down all of the other stuff. Sometimes we have so many different applications open, Skype and Facebook and email and all of these other things, that it can bog down the system. So you want to make sure that you have everything shut off, not just minimized, but actually signed out, closed, and that's one of the things that you can do that might help. You might also verify that your browser cache and Java cache are cleared. Now, a lot of people will say, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. So I'm going to jump over here to the website momentarily and let you know that on our tech requirements page, there are some great technical recommendations, testing your speed, browser recommendations, hardware recommendations, software recommendations, and right here there's a paragraph on clearing cache, both browser and Java. This is something that can make a big difference, and there is information about clearing browser cache and information about clearing Java cache. How to do that, you have to look it up by your computer system, but that is definitely something that you will hear us ask, and is good to get in the habit of not only doing yourself, but checking with your families if they are having issues to see if they are doing that as well. All right, let's go back here. It's also important to know that not all mobile devices will support what people are doing as well as they would like. You can attend class. You cannot teach a class, but you can attend class from a mobile device, but you will have pretty limited features. You can't do all of the same things that you can do. The view is very different, so it's limited for mobile devices. So you want to be careful if you see the little mobile device icons show up by students' names and they say they're having trouble, it could be because of the device that they're accessing it from. All right, so the other thing to recognize is that there are so many different configurations: computers, your internet service provider, your operating system, your browser, any add-ons that you might have, pop-up blockers that you might have installed. Any or all of those things in any combination might be causing an issue that is specific to the setup that you have. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time, some troubleshooting, some patience to be able to work through some of those things to figure out what might be happening. Sometimes you have to figure out workarounds. It's the nature of technology, it's the nature of online learning. So as long as you understand that that's the case, and you're positive, you're encouraging with families as they go through this, because they are sometimes very scared of having issues with technology. And finally, when to send people to Blackboard support and when to send people to Landry support. So Blackboard support, let me jump back over here to the site here. There are a couple of different things you can do. You can go through the configuration process. You can also go through some troubleshooting steps. And there is 24/7 Blackboard support available through chat or through phone. So we encourage families to work through that process with them. Their tech support is very helpful, very patient, and they have a lot more experience with all of the different possibilities to get it to work with their specific software. So this is going to be, if people are having issues in the online classroom, either accessing it, using it, some something like that, then Blackboard support is probably going to be their first defense. Now, anything else, login issues, issues with Haiku, questions about any of our systems, all of those other things can come to us at support. And it's an easy email. You probably all already know it, support@landryacademy.com. And we will be happy to do what we can to either point people in the right direction or support them through the process that they are having. So patience and a little bit of initiative, getting some practice with some Google skills can go a long way towards resolving most of the issues that you'll have. One of the things that let me actually pull up another one. You'll see this a lot. Let me pull up this one so that this is one that you actually will see quite a bit as the year goes on. Let me see if I can minimize this a little bit. Scoot it out. So the goal is to inspire confidence in your students and to remain confident yourself. Remain calm. Do not panic. Above all else, remember that thankfully there are no educational emergencies. Even if it feels urgent, even if it feels like an emergency, know that that class can be rescheduled, that computer can be rebooted, that file can be redone. It may be frustrating, it may be time consuming, but it is above all else the most important thing to remain patient and positive for yourself and your own health and well-being, as well as for your students, because that's what's going to get the job done and any technical issues you may encounter resolved most effectively.